So you seem to have the feeling that when people need money, they actually need money, and the best way to deliver it is through their employers.
That's right. I mean, what we're talking about right now is stopping mass unemployment, which is killing this country right now. We've got 37 million people who have filed for unemployment just in the last 8 weeks. And what this act would do is it would say the federal government will ensure that you continue to get paychecks, that we put money in people's pockets, and that we allow businesses to survive this crisis. This is the approach that many European countries have taken, also South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia. And it's really the most streamlined way to both make sure that we have a faster economic recovery if we stop this mass unemployment that's happening, to keep as many people off of unemployment insurance as possible so that we don't overwhelm the system, and to make sure that there is certainty and scale for these workers and these businesses, because there is too much uncertainty right now, and this program would help to provide some of that.
Yeah, and you've got a streamlined delivery system by going through the employer. You're keeping the employer alive. So many of these, we see the unemployment numbers that are staggering, but they are unemployed by businesses who are losing business and are losing their ability to stay in business. So you're trying to address both of those things at the same time.
That's exactly right, because we think this is a really important factor of our economy, the productive relationship between workers and businesses. That job is critical. And of course, as you said in your summary at the beginning, this would also keep workers on their health care, because we know that at this moment, 27 million Americans have lost not only their job, but their health care in the midst of a pandemic. That number is projected to increase. So by doing this very streamlined approach, we preserve that relationship between businesses and workers. We allow the businesses to continue to operate so they don't have to make that decision about permanently shuttering, which is happening to so many. And we make sure that there's no Hunger Games going on where a bank or the Treasury Secretary or the Trump administration gets to pick winners and losers between businesses. Everyone gets to qualify for this, and it would cover 36 million workers. And again, I think it also addresses both the public health piece of this as well as the economic piece, because if we want to beat the virus, we do need people to stay home until they have contact tracing, testing, isolation capacities in place. If we want people to stay home and follow public health guidance, then we must make sure that we are relieving the economic pressure on workers so they can pay their rent, pay their mortgage, put food on the table, and that we allow businesses to continue to stay open.